Sauvage, the one, the only. But, as I learned recently, sucks in Thailand, especially during the day. So what happened was, I sprayed myself with this bottle 3 times, and then I walked, let's say about 15 minutes in the sun, in the middle of the day, 32, 33 degrees, 70% humidity, and got to the shopping centre, which was air conditioned. I sprayed myself in my room, it's air conditioned. Got to the shopping centre, and the smell smelled nothing like what it smelled like in my room, not but 15, 20 minutes earlier. And it still smelled like Sauvage, but it's as if something had contaminated my Sauvage. And this got me really a little bit scared, because I bought my bottle, actually bought a couple of these bottles on eBay. So, first thing, red lights, oh my god, it's a fake! But luckily, in the same shopping centre, they have actual real bottles of the parfum and of the toilette. So what I did the next day was I loaded this thing up with some of my Sauvage, and then sprayed here, the same spot that got me all concerned. And wait, no, I went to the shopping centre where I know they had the real one, and sprayed here, and then walked out, got this bottle, sprayed this hand, and yep, they smell the same. Smell. You smell one, if you can't really smell the other one, it's probably exactly the same. The next time you smell this one, you smell this one. If you can't smell that one, it's probably exactly the same. So then I walked another 10 minutes trying to replicate the exact same thing, and both of them smelled exactly the same. They just tape it off. We're talking 20 minutes. So, I mean, if you spray yourself and then walk to the disco, or one place I go discoing, it's called Walking Street, where you spend a lot of time walking, well, at least I do, and going between different places. You go from like air conditioned to like really hot, walking, your heartbeat's going at like 110, like you're sweating, and then you're back into air conditioning again. It took 2 of those, and Sauvage was smelling, like, it really reminded me of just bad sunscreen, like sunscreen that has been like not used for a while and has maybe been sitting on the counter for a couple of years, and you really don't want to wear that sunscreen. So then I thought, oh shit, I know it's not fake, but should I have brought the parfum version? Because I got one of those, which cost me twice as much. I spent $100 for a bottle of eau de parfum. It was a 20% off, legitimate retailer. And so I only spent $55 on my bottles of Sauvage, this one, EDT, which I had to get because everyone was like, oh, it's summer, make sure you have the tea, especially in Thailand. Thanks, Mr. What is it, Imagine Sense? I took your advice. But I found that, like, unless you're like going from a car to maybe a motorbike taxi or a taxi and then directly into like air conditioning again, I wouldn't spray yourself in your room. However, what I would recommend doing is get yourself a decent atomizer. I like these ones from Miniso. This one's a bit whack. It's currently got some spray issues where, like, if you spray it, it just like shoots the stuff as opposed to actually spraying it. Like, let's see if I can do this little clone just to give a good example. This one actually sprays. Yeah, it's a spray. These ones, they've got little shitty little atomizer heads. They do little tiny little sprays, so you just gotta keep spraying it, looking like a moron. I just like one big spray, or like a couple of big sprays, and then you're done until, you know, you basically work out the time between sprays, and then you're good to go. So there you go. Oh, I didn't tell you the results of spraying the parfum, if I had done the wrong one or not. So I went back to the same shop, sprayed myself with parfum, and then did the same walk. And I was surprised. At first I was like, ah crap, I brought the wrong one, because it still smelled like Sauvage. I mean, it wasn't really like giving a good performance that you normally get from Sauvage, but you'd stick your hand about here and you'd smell it, and sure enough, it smelled like Sauvage, which I was like, great, that's sort of what I'm after. Only problem is, my bottle's at least, you know, about 12 hours on an aeroplane away, so that's not much good to me. But then,
maybe like an hour later, it died down to exactly the same sort of like
bad sunscreen smell. Like, I looked at the notes and it's like peppery. It just became like really peppery. And that's not what I was expecting from Sauvage. So, would I recommend taking Dior Sauvage to Thailand if you plan on walking around outside a lot? No. No. It changes its scent too much. I would, if in the same light, I would probably go for Armani Code Performer. That's easily my number one choice. Then next would be probably 1 Million or Halloween Man. I use Halloween Man. I did a side-by-side test. They smell identical, but one is like half the price. So yeah, I haven't really tested, but I'd probably also recommend Aqua di Gio. I haven't really had a good chance to wear it, but like everybody I talk to, especially women, I'm like meh, but other people like it, so it might be a good one as well. But not Dior Sauvage. It's just too expensive, just a waste on hot. But where other people see issues, I see opportunity. So what I can do is just load it up, and right before I plan on being in front of people in a clubbing sort of scenario, just spray myself with Sauvage. It mixes great with Ultramile, and it mixes great with Eros, Versace Eros. So you can't really go wrong, because you can always just like add in additional elements to Sauvage to like really like get it going. But there you go. Until next time.